Hey guys, welcome back. It's Norwich today. Season's been tough. Last time out, lost to Man United. Things haven't gone great, but it's Europe today. It's AC Milan. See you in a second. Right then, guys. Last time out, it was that tough loss, wasn't it, to United? Difficult one. Obviously, hard start, and we probably deserved something. That goal was onside. I'm telling you. But I'm over it, honest. As you can see, we're still winless, but it has been a really tough start. West Brom at home, okay, we've lost that. The winner was an absolute wonder goal. But we've been in a position where we've been doing okay, and we're just not being ruthless. And perhaps that's a new players coming in thing. Perhaps that's not having a real proper clinical striker. Who knows? Remains to be seen. But a tough loss to take, that one. 0-0, Man City. I was concerned at how leaky we were looking. 2 goals, okay, it's not the end of the world, but we were conceding chances. And as you can see from these ratings, the defenders and midfielders put in a great shift. So that's actually that's still a good result, isn't it? 0-0. We didn't get a huge amount, but there were chances to nick it at the end. But positive after the West Brom result. And then another disappointing one. Brighton haven't done too well in the last sort of couple of seasons on here, so I was really looking to bounce back against these. And again, a 0-0, which is it's a bit more of a different take on it. It's a bit more concerning that we haven't scored now in 2 games, because that was never a problem before, I don't think, really. So anyway, it's a glamour tie. It's our first ever Champions League game. The group should probably show you. I think it's a decent draw. The game was saying it was like really, really tough, and don't get me wrong, it's not an easy one. But Porto, AC Milan, and Sociedad, which I think is like, AC Milan aren't what they used to be. They're not the powerhouse they used to be. So they're, and they're the sort of biggest team in there. Porto will obviously would be tough, and Sociedad, they'll all be tough. But when you look at some of these other groups, let's have a look. Let's have a little gander at these. Yeah, I mean, that's not too bad, that one there. And then you've got like Dortmund, City, Rangers, Dynamo Kiev, Barca, PSG, Basel, Juve, Atletico, Benfica, Zenit, Madrid, Arsenal, Bayern, Man United, PSV, Salzburg in there, Inter, Leipzig, even those ones. So I think like it may not be the best group, but it's certainly not one of the worst ones that we could have got. So that is sort of okay. You never know. So there's points to be picked up if we can find our sort of decent form back to when we were at our heights last season. So all we want to do is make a good showing. I mean, look, worst comes to worst, we come bottom and nothing happens. But every chance of us sneaking into the Europa League, which would still be great, still be a big adventure. So and then if we get lucky, if we get a bit of depending how the other games go, maybe we sneak through. And that's hopefully it kicks off the finances and we get a tasty transfer budget next season. But anyway, thinking way too far ahead. It's Milan. As I say, they're not what they used to be, but it's still a glamour tie, especially for a club like Norwich. We're bringing them to Carrow Road, so we want to get off to a good start and more for our form this season as well, because we're winless in 4 when we're winless this season, and we've looked okay. But we're not taking our chances. We're not desperately leaky at the back, but we do concede a few too many, which is what's happened here. So hopefully we can sort of use the occasion and rise to it. As you can see, we haven't gone on far because I had to come on for the first Champions League game. And let's see how it goes. So we got the Hannibal deal done. That's all good. He starts today. What I have done after that is I've completely overhauled the tactics, which, okay, 4 games in might not be the best thing to do after a whole pre-season. I say completely overhauled. There's still a style of play here, and there are some different ones that I'm not necessarily intending on using straight away, but maybe going to build towards. I've gone for a Christmas tree. It's been a long time since I've done something like this, but a lot of our wide players in Cantwell, people like that, can play in attacking midfield roles. And I just felt this might help us with some more bodies, at the back, and a sort of more bodies at the back, more bodies in the middle of the park, and help us dominate a little bit against certain teams. I won't go into the detail of this. I'm not a tactics guy. I've just messed around with these. This will probably all change and tweak as we go. It's pretty basic stuff. This is. I've called it threes because I didn't really know what to call it, but it's 3 at the back. I wanted to try and utilise the fact that we've got Kalulu who can play centre back, Akanji, Garcia. We've still got Komar and a couple of youngsters. I wanted to try and see if we could utilise a back three. As I can say, I'm not settled on some of these yet. There's a wide centre back in there because I'm desperate to get one of those in and get them working. So again, this is a little bit more similar to an attacking shape that we've used before, but just with three at the back and a proper holding role, because we've got a bunch of defensive midfielders as well. So it sort of lets these guys go and do what they want to do. And then the other one is, again, it's a bit more conventional. It's just a diamond, but it's two up front basically. I wanted to get a formation in, and with two up front. Not that we're blessed with heaps of strikers, but I think at some point we're probably going to end up signing another one. And it just gives us some options. This will all change. Like I say, all this is, I've done this on the fly, most of it. So, who knows how it's going to go. This is what I'm going with today. I want to get at Milan. I don't want to rest back and sit on their name. I think they're there to be gotten at. We have got a little bit of an issue in terms of fitness for some of the lads, but I don't really want to have to rotate too much for this game. So we might have to look at it at half time, hour in, something like that, depending on how it's going, and then we might have to make some changes. But in terms of, if you look at it as a back four, it's the same old. You've got Kalulu, Akanji, Garcia and Ethan Laird, of course Nico in goal. Ratchich today sits in the hole here. Kamara, the energy in there. I haven't quite figured out how to best use Hannibal yet, so I'm hoping this sort of playmaker role helps him. Cantwell can play there, we know. Franco, we know all about. Need to find him some form, need to get him going, and Kang up front goes again. So let's get over there, guys. Here we go then, guys. So it's a big game, massive game in the club's history. It's going to be the first one, or Champions League at least, certainly. Just a few recognisable names in that Milan squad, but again, as much for our form in the season as much as just the Champions League, we need a good performance and we need a result. Let's go. Come on then, boys. See what we can do here. I mean, this is a good benchmark. If we can get any sort of result, it shows that we're capable of doing something in the competition. Well intercepted, but it's straight back to them. Oh, Franco does well. He's got support here. We're on the break. Pass it. Took too long. Knocking it around. I was going to say we're knocking it around well. We've given it away cheaply, but the risk is, isn't it? As soon as you play a whole pre-season with a certain set of tactics that you've used for the last 2 or 3 years, really, and then four games in, you decide to scrap it and change completely. It's going to take a while for it to bed in. It's not a plug in and play. I've just seen what I want to try and do, and try to do something a little bit different, because I think they figured us out a little bit. Moving it nicely here though. Here's Kang back to, great highlight. Cheers for that. Okay, so back up the other end. They certainly look a bit more comfortable pinging it around in those little triangles than us, but I suppose that's to be expected. Under a lot of pressure. Oh, it's a great challenge. Pinging around everywhere. Get it away, get it away, get it away. Don't mess around there. What are you doing? Oh, God. Well, we're making them look like the Milan of old at the minute, because we're allowing them to play pretty much on the edge of our area, but we're holding firm for now. For now. We just can't get out. We've got plenty of bodies there, but we just can't get out. The couple of times we've been a little bit cheap in possession and sort of rushed it and give it away. Okay, well, I suppose it's strong defending. We're not letting them, get any shots at the goalkeeper or anything, but we have to get out at some point. Here's Rafinha. Oh, well done. Robbed him, and that's the end of the highlight. Happy to see it end there, to be quite honest with you. We just haven't done anything, have we? Half an hour gone now. Sociedad take the lead against Porto. I don't know how good these teams are. Like now, 3 years in, I could be all sort of off kilter in who I'm expecting to win their games. Cantwell tries to feed Kang. He does well to dummy. Oh, Franco has a go from range. I suppose he's capable. He's certainly not hit the heights of last season just yet. Hasn't really done anything. Here we go. A little bit of possession for us would be nice, just to see if sort of create something that's not too... Oh, Ethan! He gave it away and got it straight back into Kang. What's he doing passing it for? Oh, what are you doing? Oh, no, Kang, shoot, son. Is he offside? He's got to be offside. Oh, it's well stopped anyway. It's not offside. Well, maybe that shows why Kang shouldn't be our main striker. I don't know. It's still early doors. Maybe I made a mistake there. A little flick, nice. Here's Racic. Kamara moving it well. Franco lays it for Kalulu. Oh, tries to find Lee. Kalulu, he came from Milan, didn't he? Against his old club. Here's Rafinha. Oh, we've given him too much room there. Oh, good save, Nico. Good save. Well, we've grown into the game a little bit, which is something. We haven't done much, but we've come into it. And I mean, look, they've had most of the ball and all the play, but they've not had that maybe one from Jovic just then. We're at half time and they've not had any sort of massive chance. Like, I guess that was probably that sort of shot that up. So, it's not all bad. It's not all bad. It's new, like I say, it's new tactics, and to be honest, we're struggling for fitness a little bit, which isn't ideal in a game like this. I'm going to leave it as it is for now, because we do look solid. We'll immediately concede now. You watch first highlight, we'll give the ball away. Here is Kang. Oh, our passing's been really poor. I'm not sure why that is. I know that perhaps they're not used to as many passes as perhaps I'm asking them to do in this. That's a great ball over the top. Tamori just too fast. Good player, to be fair. Yeah, more of like a sort of passing game than I suppose they may be used to have been playing in the previous tactics. So it'll take some time. I don't like this. Don't like this. Stand up. Stand up. Keep your shay. Oh, save Nico. Oh, riding our luck a little bit. Rafinha in. Of course, the tactics are untested, so it's not like I don't just want to keep chopping and changing it all. I feel like the previous stuff we were using has been figured out. I think like the AI sort of it's worked us out. We've had a shot. We've had a shot. Forced a decent save. Reasonably comfortable. But yeah, so I wanted to try something different and have a couple of completely different shapes so that we can. I think our last set were too similar, and I prefer to have a plan B. It's just I've not been quite able to test out the tactics in games yet to see, see what's working with the players we've got and in what situations. So, oh no! Where's that come from? I don't mind being behind. They're the better team, but of all the goals to concede, he shuffles it. I don't know what happened. It sort of bounced and he's touched it with his hands and it's just sort of flopped in. That's a disgusting goal. Well, I'm not happy with conceding shit like that. Excuse my French. Come on, hit back. Here's Franca. Create something. So Kalulu into Lee. Bit of a weak effort, but forced first the corner, and it's a response at least. Corner from the other side. So nothing came of that first one. We've got another. Hannibal takes it, and it goes to Akanji. Just over. Right, let's have a look at a change. Kang's not really been involved, has he? Let's put Ida on. Yeah, to be honest, we're not getting our attacking players involved enough. Let's see what Sargent can do here. And I'm going to give him a little bit of a swap to almost make it a front two. Again, some of these players it's probably not a good idea to bring in completely new tactics for this sort of game, but we needed a change, so I thought, why not? I was getting frustrated. Here's Kalulu. Come on. Corner. Okay, it's something. It's something. We are showing some. Don't even show it then. We are showing a little bit of fight since going a goal down. Come on, boys. It's tiredness now more than anything, I think. Is there 5 subs in the Champions League? I can never remember. Kalulu's absolutely knackered. We've got no one really to replace him. We'll put Ethan Laird out there. And then let's give him a baptism of fire, old Rade Milinkovic, the young lad. Why not? Why not? And I wonder if Solis can do us a job. No, let's not change too much at once. Let's not change too much at once. Into the final 10 then. Go, moving it well stopped by the young lad. And now Ida, he's got a little bit of ground to eat up in front of him. Wait for some help, that's it, hold it up. Milinkovic plays in Ida, into Franca, heavy touch but falls to... Oh no, rubbish, so rubbish. Ah! Decent opportunity that. You've got to keep that down and get it on target, haven't you? Force the save. Good flick from Ida though, and Franca's ran on. Forced wide, players into the box. Come on, get a good delivery in. Milinkovic into Hannibal, Racic, Kamara hit it. Oh, probably the worst player in the midfield to hit it. Laird, he's got forward well. Okay, throw in. Definitely better. But we just can't get through, can we? Which is how it's been this season. That's a good ball in, headed away well. He's done well, the young lad. Francis into Ricci. The goal was rubbish, wasn't it? Their goal, the one. Oh, we've had the same amount of shots. Really came back well. Right. I'm gonna have to go a little bit more direct now. Oh dear. Could put it to bed here. Oh, off the post. Oh, saved. Get rid. Whew, come on. Come on, that's a sign. We've survived that. Can we make more changes now? No. I don't know the rules, do I? No, not automatic. Right, let's just have a... May as well throw it. Last roll of the dice. I think we've done everything that we really can. Oh, Hannibal does well. We've got players forward. Come on, Matthias. Good ball. Ida holds it up. Come on, get in behind him. That's... Oh. It's all nearly. It's all so nearly. Just not quite. The quality just isn't quite there in the final third. Ideas are there, which is good, but here's Milinkovic. Got the runner. Come on, Franca. Into Ida. Oh. Cross it. Cross it. Get the ball in. Hit it, Racic. Oh, we're knocking on the door, to be fair, but we're just not going to be able to break it. No one's answering. Oh, straight to his hands. First bad thing that Milinkovic has done. That's a positive. His sort of 15-minute or whatever it is cameo has been. It's been really solid. Oh no! Why have two missed it? Oh, Garcia mops up. Okay, well, we've lost again. And we've not scored again, which is a concern, because the longer that goes on, the worse it feels. But the second half response was much better, and their goal was tragic, to be honest. I think a bit of bad luck. They didn't do anywhere near as much in that second half. We had that one where it hit the post, and Nico sort of had to make a great save. So actually, I mean, I don't know. They need to get... jury's out on the tactics and stuff like that, I suppose. These players are going to have to get used to it. It's a different style of play, different shape. I've got to learn them myself, the best situations. Again, I'm not a tactical expert, so I've thrown some things together. Some of these tactics might get thrown out. Some of them might become more defensive, more attack, whatever. They might change. So, sorry I couldn't get the win for you guys. It's another loss. The season hasn't started as well as perhaps we'd hoped, but I'm really going to burst on now. I just wanted to see that first Champions League game. We need to power through, see if we can get these things rolling, or if we need to change things again, etc., etc., etc. So, like, subscribe, all of that stuff. Check out all the shorts and the other series that are ongoing. And take care. See you next time.